The single best way to build your willpower is to voluntarily put yourself into conditions of discomfort. Welcome to part 2 of my 2-part series on how to build self-discipline. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for joining me. If you are new here, welcome, and please don't leave without subscribing. And if you are one of my oldies, you are so appreciated. It's not even funny. Like, I really appreciate you guys. I appreciate every comment, every like. None of it goes unnoticed. Thank you so much for your support. And as you can tell by the title, today is part 2 of the self-discipline series that we started last week. So if you didn't see that, check it out before you come here, okay? Otherwise you're just gonna be confused. No, I'm joking. You can watch this one and then go back to last week's edition, but I would recommend that you first watch part 1 and then come and watch part 2. Part 1 of this series, we spoke about identifying your weaknesses. We spoke about setting attainable goals. We spoke about removing temptation. And we also spoke about adopting the identity that you're trying to assume. So that's 4 things that we covered already. In part 2 of this series, we're going to cover 6 things. I promise it's going to be quick. I won't be long. I know it. So we're going to cover 6 things very quickly. The first thing we're going to talk about in today's episode is setting alarms, okay? You need to set time limits for activities that you know are not conducive for what you're trying to achieve, all right? So say, for example, you're someone that struggles with social media addiction. You need to set yourself an amount of time that you are willing to waste on social media and then set an alarm. When that alarm goes on, it forces you to acknowledge that your time on social media for today is over, okay? Or if you're someone that's trying to get into a certain routine, like say maybe you're trying to get into exercising, decide what time you're going to exercise and set an alarm. That alarm will force you to acknowledge that now is the time to exercise, even when you don't feel like it. Trust me, it works. Number 6 is do not wait for it to feel right. I'm saying number 6 because remember we started this series last week and we covered 4 topics, so I'm just continuing from that. So it's number 2 for today, but in combination with last week, it's number 6, all right? Do not wait for it to feel right. Let me tell you something. If you're only going to do things when you feel like doing things, then you're hardly ever going to do anything, because half the time we don't feel like doing the stuff that we're supposed to be doing. So the idea is to push through even when you don't feel like it, and that's how you're going to develop self-discipline. Number 7 is embrace the discomfort. You know, when you're trying to develop self-discipline, there are days where it's going to feel like hell, but you just need to remember that self-discipline is like a muscle. The more you exercise it, the stronger it becomes. And as they say, your workout today will be your warm-up tomorrow. So you just need to stick through it, and you're going to feel resistance. I promise you. There's something about how we feel towards the things that we're supposed to do. It's so easy to do things that you're not supposed to do, but it's so difficult to do the things that you're supposed to be doing. So you need to remember that that resistance that you are feeling now is not going to be the same in the next couple of weeks. In fact, what feels like hell now is eventually going to be a normal part of your day-to-day routine. You just need to stick through it. Like, you just need to suck it up. Put on your big old panties and just do what needs to be done against the resistance. Okay? Number 8 is celebrate your wins. Guys, like, I don't even have to explain the whole thing of rewards. There's something about a reward system that makes you do the things that need to be done. I mean, there's a reason why you buy your toothpaste at Pick n Pay instead of Checkers, because you know Pick n Pay is going to give you points for that toothpaste and you're getting nothing from Checkers for buying from Checkers. So a reward gives you something to look forward to, and it kind of motivates you to do what needs to be done when it needs to be done. So reward yourself for the small wins, and also be careful of what you reward yourself with. If you're trying to lose weight, Don't reward yourself with food. You're not a pig. I'm joking, but like, reward yourself with something that is outside of what you are trying to gain self-discipline towards. You know what I mean? So if you've got overeating issues, don't reward yourself with food. Reward yourself with something else, like maybe a clothing item or whatever, but something outside of what you are currently trying to get self-discipline towards. Number 9 is, when you fall, get up and keep going. The truth of the matter, guys, is that you're not always going to get it right. Some days are going to be better than others. You just need to know that if you happen to fall, you need to get up, dust yourself, and keep going. And it's very important that you don't get up and start over, but that you get up and carry on. Starting over is demotivating, guys. I've seen it with diets, you know, like you start a diet, okay, I'm on day 1, it's going well. Day 2, and then day 6, you fall. And then on day 8, you're like, in fact, not even day 8, day 6, you fall. And then you're like, whew, okay, I'm going to start over on Monday. Then you've got day 7 and day 8 of eating rubbish because you're waiting to start over. So starting over is not an option. Carry on. That way you're able to pick yourself up quicker than you would if you plan to start over. I read somewhere that failure is only temporary if you take it as a learning curve, but if you regard it as a lose and you give up, then you really have failed. So guys, don't give up and don't start over. Keep going. The last one is visualize the end goal. If you can see it, then you can have it. There's something about having a mental picture of what you want to achieve that just makes you want to keep going, because you can smell it, you can almost touch it. You know what I mean? If, like, say for example, you're trying to lose weight and you've decided you want to fit into size 28 jeans, but in your mind you don't even see yourself fitting into a size 28 jeans, baby girl, that diet of yours is not going to last longer than 2 days, because you yourself have determined in your mind that it's a pipe dream and you're just wasting 2 days of your life on a diet that's not going to last. So it's very important that whatever it is that you're trying to achieve, you are able to see it in your mind's eye and you see it as something that can actually become a reality. Okay. So we've come to the end of the 2-part series on how to develop self-discipline. Comment down below, let me know which points you're going to be implementing in your life, or if you already implemented some of them, let me know how that's going. I'm going to be going on a 1-month self-discipline challenge. You know, they say it takes 21 days to adopt a new habit, or whatever the case may be. So I'm going to be starting a 21-day self-discipline challenge. Date to be announced, rules to be announced in the next week or 2. So if you're interested in that challenge, comment down below, let me know so I can link up with you. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys on my next one. Bye.